course, you'll also see this large police contingent with me. That's because the Minister is here at the mall at Emba, and he joins me live now to discuss some of this. So, Minister, thank you for your time. First of all, why did you choose this location to visit the Joint Operations Centre?
Well, it's a tour that we have taken as the Police Management and Ministry to all provinces. This is the last province but one. But exactly why we came here, we have received several problems and complaints about this township called Mpumalanga, which is supposed to be a beautiful flower, but they don't behave that way. Last week, we had a big operation here led by the Provincial Commissioner and the MEC, where people were found to be on the road having street bashes, still drinking alcohol and doing all sorts of things that were not supposed. So we are here just to enhance that, to say it's correct to listen to the law, it's correct to follow the regulation as they've put there. When you need to go out, there must be a serious reason why you're out, like going for shop, going for medication, going for doctors, such things. So if not so, we need to stay in the house. So we're saying to the police, as they are here with all other law enforcers, they must make sure that those people, they do stay in if they have no business to be outside. But it tells us the story that is not so, because in Mpumalanga as a whole, we have 1,295 people arrested, which is a part of 17,000 that have been arrested in the country since this thing happened. So that's why we are here. And the call we are making is on the communities. That is no use to blame the police when yourself you are not doing something that is correct. If anything happens, we still have an opportunity here to prevent this thing. We still have an opportunity to minimize the sick people, the dead people. But beyond this, we might face a desperate situation, as we have heard that this last 24 hours in Spain, 800 people died. So those are the things that we must work together to avoid and make sure.
So there's more than 1,200 people arrested in this area, many of them for not abiding by the regulations. Minister, your police have faced some criticism from members of the public for the way that they've enforced these regulations. You've told them to keep holding the line, push the South Africans to their houses if they refuse to go. But what is your overall opinion of the way the police have acted?
Well, the law enforcers, for me, they've been excellent. They were working under trying. Remember, they are human beings working under trying conditions themselves, and sometimes you find that they are pushed by the people that are supposed to be supporting them. We have made the call on the partnership on this one. It will be our first prize that we arrest nobody, because your conscience tells you what you're supposed to do. Very few people that they don't know what to do, but they choose to do otherwise. Police, I think, have done a good job up to this point. Police, I think they need to support police and the soldiers. Yes, there is a law. Fortunately, we have mechanisms that they oversee our police, iPad, ombudsman with the soldiers, they'll do that. But people that should make the police work better are the communities. The consequences are dire if we don't work together on this.
Of course, there have been a number of cases reported against the police, but the matter of the public being humiliated has come up one time or another. What do you think of the police frog marching people and telling them to roll through the streets until they get to their homes? Will you be telling them to stop that?
It's exactly what I'm saying, that we have the structures that oversee that. It's exactly what I'm saying, that the police must work within the law. There is a law in South Africa. But the communities themselves, I don't know why you should be frog march instead of walking to a place. I don't know why you should be frog march when you're supposed to be in the house. If you stay in the house, you behave, you do what you... Nobody will frog march you.
Minister, you've arrested 17,000 people across the country. Where are you keeping these people that have been arrested, and what's the risk like of them contracting COVID-19 while being under arrest?
Well, the people who are arrested, they still fall within the procedures. For instance, many of them are on bail. Many of them are on spot fund. Many of them are want to go out there. We've got a very little number that is within the cells, is within the system. So you arrest them, but because, as you say, we don't have much space to keep them there, we put them under the processes, including the people that were in KZN, were arrested on the wedding day. They're both on bail as we speak, together with the pastor. They're on bail. So it tells you that if you don't listen, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you do. Please don't do things that you're not supposed to do.
Those are arrests for violating the regulations, but you've also made some arrests for people peddling fake news. I think you mentioned 8 of them, including one person who allegedly stole her father's police uniform and told the community to go buy alcohol. Can you tell us what happened with these arrests?
Well, those are kids. I saw them they're on the social media. 2 young kids who put their father's uniform and they were calling people to go and buy alcohol. It's open and they shouldn't worry. The Minister of Police is dead, so they can go and buy the alcohol. But those people, they were 8 when I spoke. They are 9 now, including those that were sending a serious insult and saying that there is nothing called corona and all. So we have arrested 9 around the country, people that are peddling fake news and telling people that this thing does not exist. It's a criminal act, a serious criminal act. When something is so serious, when something kills so many people, to go out there and tell lies about it.
Of course, Mpumalanga is not the only township that's not adhering to the regulations. And you say you're going, this is part of a tour across the country. What can other South Africans expect when you visit their townships, or should they behave themselves now and not wait for you?
Well, they shouldn't wait for us to come. They should always behave. Here in Mpumalanga, we've got about 7,200 forces that are deployed all over Mpumalanga, not Mpumalanga alone. We have 11 permanent roadblocks and other movable roadblocks. So when you move here, you'll find us all over the road. So you need to behave every day. They don't have to wait for the minister to come. And they don't have to wait for the police to come. So it should be a conscience. It should be your contribution as a member of the South African society. Make a contribution and save all of us. But when you get out of the way, police must make sure that they pull you back to the way.
Thank you so much. That's Police Minister Bheki Cele joining us here at the Mall at Embra at Secunda in Mpumalanga. Tulasizwe, you heard what the minister had to say. From here, he'll go speak to some of the other residents that are in this mall, and of course, this deployment will continue. Back to you.
All right, Govan Whittles live for us from Mpumalanga in Secunda in Mpumalanga there in conversation with the Police Minister Bheki Cele, talking all things law enforcement during this time of COVID-19, including talking about 9 people that have been arrested around the country for peddling fake news.